And after days of intense conflict, including direct strikes on nuclear facilities, a fragile U.S.-brokered ceasefire between Israel and Iran is now in effect, but both sides immediately accused each other of violations.
Insider 360, unfiltered, unbiased, unpacked.
That fragile ceasefire comes after a 12-day conflict between Israel and Iran that risked plunging the entire Middle East into a wider war. The deal, brokered by U.S. President Donald Trump, brought a halt to direct military exchanges that included significant strikes on Iran's nuclear program and deadly retaliatory attacks. The conflict began with Israeli strikes on Iranian nuclear sites on June 13th. The situation dramatically escalated on June 22nd, when the United States carried out its own blistering strikes on 3 key Iranian nuclear facilities, Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan, in an operation codenamed Midnight Hammer. Tehran responded swiftly. Iran's military launched 14 missiles at the Udeid Air Base in Qatar, a major hub for U.S. forces. U.S. and Qatari defenses reportedly intercepted 13 of them. Shortly before the ceasefire was due to take effect, an Iranian missile struck a residential building in the southern Israeli city of Beersheba, killing 4 people and shocking the community. Amid the escalating violence, U.S. President Donald Trump took a direct role, brokering the ceasefire agreement in a whirlwind 48-hour period. Sources report that Trump publicly harangued both Israeli and Iranian officials to seal the deal and stop the fighting. The effort was reportedly aided by Qatari allies who sensed an opening after Iran's retaliatory strike was viewed as a face-saving measure. But the peace was immediately fragile. Both Israel and Iran accused each other of violations shortly after the truce began. Israel reported more incoming missiles and drones from Iran and responded with what it called a small airstrike on an Iranian radar array near Tehran. President Trump expressed intense frustration with both sides, reportedly telling Prime Minister Netanyahu, "Bring your pilots home, now," to prevent further escalation. A war of words has also erupted over the effectiveness of the U.S. strikes. President Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth claimed the bombing campaign obliterated Iran's ability to produce nuclear weapons. However, a preliminary Defense Intelligence Agency assessment indicated that while Iran's capacity was degraded, the facilities were not completely and totally obliterated as claimed. The UN's nuclear chief confirmed very serious damage at the Natanz facility, but could not account for the whereabouts of nearly 900 pounds of potentially enriched uranium. Despite the conflicting damage reports, both leaders are claiming success. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared a historic victory, stating Israel had eliminated 2 immediate existential threats. In a parallel statement, newly elected Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian also claimed a historic victory for his country, asserting the conflict was imposed by Israel.
For in-depth analysis and continuing coverage of this developing story, visit our website at insider360.news. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell to stay informed.